What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on what Corey Holcomb said on his latest podcast in reference to Earthquake. Right? He made a statement. He said that Earthquake is the best, in his opinion. Earthquake is the best comedian to come out of DC, and that's high praise, man, for because you had a lot of really good comedians, great comedians to come out of DC. Right off the top, you got Martin Lawrence came out of DC, Dave Chappelle. Who else? A ton of comedians come out of DC. What's Tommy Davidson is from DC, and so that's high praise. I like Earthquake. I like Tommy Davidson. Like I said, Dave Chappelle, he's a really great comedian. But the fact that Corey Holcomb, even though, him and the guy Earthquake are not really seeing eye to eye, I thought that was cool. I thought it was, I just thought it was cool for him to able to give his honest assessment of Earthquake. He said Earthquake has a special out, which I didn't know, a special on a special on Netflix, and he said the special is really good. And every time I see Earthquake, I all his work I think is funny. I remember the first time I saw Earthquake, man. He had some man. I was like, who the hell is this guy, man? This guy funny as I don't know what. But I'm gonna play what Corey Holcomb had to say about Earthquake, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on who I think is the best comedian, in my opinion, to come out of DC.
Funniest DC comic is Earthquake. The funniest comic from DC is Earthquake.
I didn't know he was from there. I don't know why.
Hands down. Earthquake got a special on Netflix.
He got a new one. That's right.
And it's funny. It's funny. Have you seen it, Craig?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to check it out tonight.
I'm a Chappelle guy, man. I think he is.
Chappelle
Yeah.
is the
Earthquake.
producer of this.
See, yeah.
I love them both. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, this is all opinional.
Yeah.
Earthquake is the funniest comic out of DC. Now, you know I got problems with Earthquake, but I when it comes to talent, I don't have a issue with telling the truth in the comedy realm. The realm of comedy, I protect it as best I can. To me, Earthquake is the funniest comic from DC. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This nigga
All right, let me see if I can.
did a
I'm
special
gonna pause it right
in a
here. Right.
tuxedo, looked like
Earthquake. When I think about Dave Chappelle and I think about Earthquake, like which one is the funniest? That's a tough question. Some people call what's the guy named Dave Chappelle? They call Dave Chappelle like the GOAT when it comes to comedy, like the greatest of all time. Which, in my opinion, I don't think that Dave Chappelle is the GOAT when it comes to comedy. But just like keeping it like for DC, I think they are really both those guys are geniuses. So I agree with Craig, man. It's that's a hard question between Earthquake and Dave Chappelle. They have two different, like Dave Chappelle can be more political and be funny and get his point across. Earthquake is more, he'll speak more to like everyday issues, like family issues, things that affect like the average man, the average woman throughout their daily lives, right? And he could be funny about that. So but both of them geniuses in their own right. It'll be hard for me to choose one over the other when it comes to like who's the best coming out of DC.
a halter top. This motherfucker, this tuxedo was at his belly button.
I love it.
That's what I was laughing at. And I don't know if that'll make it mad for me saying this, because I'm not stabbing at that black man right now. I felt like The funny comics, if you see them a year or two later, they got a whole new set that's strong. Those are the funny comics. They got a whole new set that's strong. But Earthquake is the funniest. Somebody say Chappelle the GOAT.
I don't.
All right.
I mean,
Well, if you think so, I bet you if you go see Earthquake live, because a lot of people don't go see these comics live.
Live, yeah.
They just run their mouth off what they see. You see the finished product on television. Just like when, oh boy, Ashley Larry did what he did. Is he from DC too? I think he's from DC.
yeah.
You saw the finished product and it wasn't shit.
Yo,
They filmed it twice and it still wasn't shit.
I thought it was 3.
Corey still got, man, he still got to get his, his dig in about with Ashley Larry, right? But yeah, every time Earthquake, he had a special a couple years ago, and that was good. And in that special, he spoke about being a father and raising a son that has no, like his son come from privilege or have it better than what Earthquake had when he was coming up. So, and that was funny, right? So I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen his new special. And because Corey, because they discussing it on this show, I'm gonna go check it out, right? But every time, and even before that, every time Earthquake come out with a new special or a new set, it's funny, it's new and it's funny. So that's the mark of a really good comedian. They not recycling the same old jokes. That's like different topics. Like they can, like, you can see the progression. Like they can talk about different things and just be funny. So that's in my opinion, that's the mark of a really good comedian.
3 times.
It's pretty bad for that dude. Like, I'm talking about for the people, the real boys and girls out here. Dave Chappelle, I'm not saying Dave Chappelle ain't had good specials. Dave Chappelle has had some good specials. But I've seen, ever since I said what I said about Dave Chappelle, you can't be in there. No, you can't be nowhere with him with a camera phone on. So I changed the game. I protect the comedy realm. Dave Chappelle will not let any club allow phones while he's performing and working out. Why? Because your boy, Corey Holcomb from the 5150 show, questioned his talent, and now he doesn't want a video of it to be on the internet. Because
all right, let me talk about that for a second, right? So if, like, these comedians, they go to clubs to sharpen their material and to work on their material, right? Now, do you like, and that's just like basketball players, like basketball teams have closed practices. Like the media can't be in there, or anybody outside of the team is not allowed to be in there. So I can kind of get the point of Dave Chappelle and other comedians who don't want people to, see their don't want people to see their material before it's ready to be, before it's sharp enough for the public, and so I can kind of get that a little bit. I think Kevin Hart do this. Probably a whole lot of comedians now do that. And then sometimes these comedians want to protect their material. You have people that who steal your material and try to switch it up a little bit and then do something else. So maybe that's part of it too.
it's not nothing to be proud of when he's practicing. He had something at his place way out in Ohio. You couldn't come in there with a phone. And I don't blame people who don't want the world videotaping them. I ain't mad at that, but I'm saying some people don't want you videotaping because they don't want you to see nothing but the finished product. Yeah, I said it. Earthquake, funniest comic.
And then it's subjective. Everybody's going to have their own thing.
Right.
You can't, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not saying, somebody say Chappelle from Ohio. Shut the fuck up, man. Okay, he's from Ohio. I'm saying the funniest comic from DC is Earthquake, but he had on a halter top tuxedo. in his special that was funny. Because I'm a comedian, and even if somebody mad at me, that don't mean I ain't even a joke no more.
Yeah. I gotta watch the whole thing.
Me too. I didn't start that yet, but I have to finish the Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah, man. And so they now later on they brought up comedians like Tommy Davidson. Like I said, I think Tommy Davidson, man, is really funny. Tommy Davidson is just so talented. You know, he can do impressions. Tommy Davidson, you know, Tommy Davidson dance, do impressions. He just do so much, man. Tommy Davidson, and what's the other guy? Now, although Jamie Foxx is not, you know, he's from Texas, but that's what like Tommy Davidson and those guys who can just like dance, sing, and they funny and just bring just like a whole nother element. And even when you think about Corey, I'm going to call him Corey Chappelle. Even when you think about Corey Holcomb, man, like Corey Holcomb, man, when he make those music videos be funny as shit. My hoe treats me better. My girl with lupus treat me better than all you know, all my hoes, man. If y'all never seen that video, that music video Corey made, man, I walk around the house singing that shit all day, man. But yeah, again, I just thought it was cool for Corey to, you know, to give Earthquake his flowers. Earthquake is very funny. I dig Tommy Davidson. I dig Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence was you know, hilarious. A lot of talent. I'm not sure what's the young lady name, the lady who was with Dave Chappelle. I mean, I don't know if she come from, I forgot her name. But yeah, man, I just think it's a lot of talent in that DC area, man. They funny as I don't know what. That's a tough call. But if I had to make a choice, like, God damn, the top three I would go with Dave Chappelle, the ones who they mentioned, Dave Chappelle, Tommy Davidson, and Earthquake. It's some more out there. I wonder if Wanda Sykes, that's what I was thinking about. I wonder if Wanda Sykes is from DC. Wanda Sykes is funny as shit too. Now, the funniest female comedian, in my opinion, is Samoa, and I like Cheryl Underwood. I got to see, you know, like I checked them out in person, man. They just hilarious. Samoa and Cheryl Underwood, they the funniest to me as far as female comedians. So and I don't even think I really separate like Samoa and Cheryl Underwood. They could hold their weight with anybody, man or woman. You know, so I wouldn't even separate. Like they in that top tier 2 of comedians, male or female. They can hold their you know what I mean, they can hold their weight with anybody. But let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think Earthquake is the funniest comedian out of DC, or do y'all think it's Dave Chappelle? Y'all think it's Tommy Davidson or anybody else you might know? And also let me know who you think is excuse me, who you think is the funniest female comedian. My I'm stuck on it's a tough race between Samoa and Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl, man, they both crazy, but Samoa, I don't know. They tough. That's tough. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'll check y'all out in the next video. Peace.